I'm making sourdough today. I tend to make sourdough about every 2 weeks or so. I like to make my full loaf and then I divide it into 4. My husband and I are empty nesters, so to make a huge loaf of sourdough doesn't do well for us. It either gets stale or moldy. So by making the smaller loaves, it's a perfect size loaf for just the 2 of us. And I put it into these little tiny Dutch ovens. They're about 1.5 quarts. I got them off of Amazon. I'll put the link where you can find it. They are amazing. They come in lots of beautiful colors. I actually happen to have 6 of them, although I generally only use 4. We've used them for single serve soup. We have used them for tiny little casseroles for the 2 of us. At Christmas time, we kind of did a Korean barbecue with the soup, and it was perfect with little hot pots and one of these little pots for all of my guests to put in whatever meats and vegetables they wanted. It was a lot of fun. So like a lot of people that make sourdough, and I'm not any expert by any means, I like to set my oven at 450, and then I put the Dutch ovens into the oven so that the Dutch ovens can preheat along with my oven. So then when I'm ready to put the dough into the pot, it is already nice and hot, and I believe that it helps with that rise. Okay, the oven is just about heated. Before I get too much further, not only do I have mini Dutch ovens, but I also have these mini Benetton baskets. And again, I can put the link down where you can find it. I think they're so cute. I just love them. They're so fun to work with. And they're just perfect for 1/4 of a loaf. When I let my dough rise overnight in the refrigerator, I just tend to use these little plastic, they look like a shower cap, but they're not. They're sold I get them at the dollar store. They're sold by all the foils and all the other wraps. They're supposed to be one-time use, but I kind of rinse them out and use them again because I hate wasting all those things that we do. One of my favorite parts of making sourdough, and I don't know why because I'm not very good at it, but I like doing the designs on them. My go-to tend to be hearts or just a swirl around. I don't know why. They're just easy to do, and it's fun for me. I know people think I'm strange for that being my favorite part, but it is. So I do the swirl, and I make sure and get very deep into the cut lines so that when the steam comes through, it doesn't crack it in other places that I'm not ready to have be cracked. And I know something that I didn't address, but yes, we are having pink sourdough. And there is absolutely no reason in the world that we are having pink sourdough except for the fact that it makes me happy. And, you know, I can get all the haters with all the food colorings, but you know, it's not like we have it all the time, and it makes me happy. All right, when I make the designs in my sourdough, I like to use this as opposed to a lame. It's just a little round, round wooden thing with a screw in the middle that tightens and loosens, so you can put just a regular old razor blade in there. And I like it because it gives me more control. When I was trying to use my lame, excuse me, with the real long thing, it was, I don't know, I kind of felt like I was using a sword and fighting my sourdough. So I discovered this, really, really love it. I'll put the link down below. And as you can see, I have a cross, a baseball, a swirl, and a heart on my sourdough. And again, I'm not great at it, but I love doing it. So we have just a few minutes before I believe my oven will be completely ready. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my Dutch ovens. Or actually, at this point, I don't tend to take them out, but I do just leave the door down, and I put all of my sourdough into the pots. And because I'm a little anal, the lids have to go on the right pot. And my method is I cook it for 25 minutes at 450. I then open the oven, take the lids off, then set the oven for 400 and bake it for another 25 minutes. And bear with me, you can come back and you'll see the bread.